Kawana-san first.
Let's roll, Todd. What is it? Hold up! What you?
I wish you hadn't. And stay down.
Let's roll, Todd. Siren. This is it, Doc. This is the bar Kuwana's relative runs.
Hello? Anybody here?
This place empty too?
It's definitely messy in here, but it wasn't exactly ransacked.
Yeah, more like someone had to skip town in a hurry.
Did the owner already make a break for it then?
Be smart if he did. What with Arke about to come hunt down Kuwana and all. Let's hit it.
Hey, the name of this place was Siren, wasn't it?
Huh? Yeah.
Hi, you've reached Siren? Soma!
That was well played. How silly of me. This pretty little thing is for women.
Kaito-san!
Have I told you what RK stands for yet?
Kaito-san!
It's red knife.
Son of a... Soma!
The owner must have smelled trouble coming. He took off before I could find him.
Tell me, why did you kill Sawa-sensei?
I'm afraid she knew too much. And that's all.
And that's all?
You're in the same boat. We can't afford to ignore you anymore.
And you already made a mistake. You didn't kill me when you could have.
I'll own up to that. Akutsu wasn't equipped to handle the task.
Well then, now you'll pay the price for it.
Will I? Kaito's down and you're by yourself. Should be easy. Come on! Well, you're scrappy, aren't you? Impressive. Maybe I should have prioritized stabbing you over Kaito. Fuck. You're kind of struggling to stand, aren't you? Give it a second. That kick went to your temple. I'm sure your head is spinning. Trying to rush it will only make it worse. Incidentally, Sawa-sensei didn't suffer long like you will.
What the hell?
Whoever that is has terrible timing.
What the hell are you doing in my bar?
Hello? Is this the owner?
Yes. Kuwana-kun warned me you'd show up. I decided I'd get out of there before you did. Don't expect that I'll ever come back either.
All I wanted with Kuwana-san was to have a little chat. No need to go running for your lives now.
Spare me the lies. I already know you broke into a young woman's home and killed her. Come on. You wouldn't even hesitate on an old man in his 70s. Pass the phone to Yagami-san, please. Otherwise, I'm calling the cops over there.
What could you possibly want with him?
Quit stalling and give him the phone. Unless you'd rather I push a button and call the cops. I'm done talking to you.
The owner of the bar would like a word with you.
Sorry, but this'll have to wait. Can you get an ambulance over to your bar right away? My partner took a knife to his abdomen.
What?
Please, you have to hurry.
Hello?
Your partner is in good hands. I'm watching you as we speak. Oh. And don't bother. Instead, there's a karaoke bar called Survive. Heard of it? You'll find it in the entertainment district along the river. Safest bar in town.
I only showed up at your bar so I could ask you about Kuwana. Does this mean
We'll
you
get
want
that
something?
sorted out. If you promise to meet me alone. No, I won't be. If you don't make it in 10 minutes, you'll never hear from me again.
That's one way to motivate someone. So, Survive in the entertainment district?
Correct.
See you soon.
It better be.
Apologies for the wait. Let's go.
Kuwana is pursued by RK, the crime ring running Kamurocho. Determined to prevent any more deaths, Yagami searches high and low for the handyman, but the search leads to a maze of dead ends. As the situation becomes dire, a lifeline appears at the other end of a phone. The caller offers a lead, one that expires too quick for comfort.
I only showed up at your bar so I could ask you about Kawana.
We'll get that sorted out. If you promise to meet me now, I won't be at Surf. If you don't make it in 10 minutes, you'll...
Really, guys? Stay down.
얘기 다 끝났어.
Yagami-san, glad you could make it.
You the owner of S.R.M?
Yeah, let's take this to the bar. Follow me.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Starving. Starting to feel it. Pretty tasty, thanks.
ありがとうございました。
So, I hear you're a Kamurocho detective.
Yeah, and you're a distant relative of Kawana's. Can I ask your name?
No need. This'll be the only time we meet. But to Kawana-kun, I guess you'd call me his uncle-in-law. Everyone's got a dumbass up.
Based in Yokohama?
Yeah.
You mean S.R.M, right? What'll...
None of you.
Fair enough. So you two are related?
Oh. On your hope.
His real name's Kitakata. At least that's what the Kamurocho thugs called him.
You're trying to see if I'll give up his name.
Okay.
Well, you see, Kawana-kun wanted me to...
Such as?
A pack of cigarettes with a lighter inside. Thing is, it was gone.
Don't you mean a USB stick made to look like a lighter? Let's not beat around the bush here.
See,
So of all things, Kawana wanted you to pick this up?
Yes. And he prefers to keep that content private. So, if you could just hand that over.
Now I'm curious. Care to tell me what's on here?
Would you hand it over if I did?
No.
Can't you tell? Let's be honest.
Well, I've got to say, but if you really want me to...
I'd consider that.
If that's the case, I'm a high school teacher. Her name was Yokosawa. I'd met her but while trying to get her side of the story. Do you know anything about this woman?
I don't.
You're really drawing a blank? Do you at least know how they're connected to Sao?
Again, that's a negative.
And this flash drive's my only If it's so important to Kawana, he should have come himself, rather than send a middle.
Don't be so hard on him.
Are you saying Kawana's ex-
Nah. He was just... But... Sir, that's when he came to a G... I'm the one who suggested the hand...
What do you mean, gusto?
I'm not just talking him up.
Good reasons.
They'll understand when she's... That takes care of everything I have to say.
Not sure it's such a good idea for me to just let you leave.
Thinking about stopping me?
That's why this is the safest...
Yep. And I'm glad you're fake.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
stronger I get.
Really, guys?
Yagami.
Oh, great. It's Claw Guy. You were with the Yuma, right?
They say you brought your little posse from Tokyo. You I couldn't trust an outsider.
Posse? Wait, don't tell me you think I'm RK. They're not even close to me. Hey, Testo, you got this all wrong.
what you got. Damn it.
Come on, man. Who paid you to jump me this time?
These Kamurocho douchebags show up, strutting around like they own our city. Then I hear some teacher chick gets killed after a break-in. Fuckers. Someone let him into Ijincho, bro.
Look,
I figured I could at least try beating a few out of you. Office visits ain't nice.
you've got to
What I don't appreciate is Kamurocho trash.
I'd like to find that out myself. But I'll tell you this much. I'm not your enemy. I was first on the scene of that murder.
Shit. You serious? Then why's the rest of his...
They're after a local handyman, Kawana. You know him?
Yeah, matter of fact, I do.
I'm looking into that now. So the more you get in our way, the slower this'll...
Gotcha.
You understand that?
How's about I make you the deal of a lifetime? So long as...
Really? Just like that?
Sure. But I get to be Aniki, of course.
You really think this is selling it?
What you're missing here is the Liumong never target a brother. So now, if anyone lays same rule for all the ladies... With me on that, brother?
Oh, this is gonna take some getting used to.
Besides, making you a brother is the only way we save face for getting our ass...
Now the truth comes out.
Anyway, let me know if you get any intel on RK. Especially where that... Just shoot me your location and it's done. We'll give that teacher her peace. Like torturing...
I was just thinking of calling you, Yagamishi. I heard Kaito-san got stabbed at Siren.
Is that true, Yagami-san? What the hell happened?
Look, I promise...
With what?
I found a US... We have to know what's on it.
So, Kaito-san was attacked by that
Yeah, while we were chased... Almost got me too, to be honest. It's true. And right after, I got a call from Kawana's purported relative, who wanted me to hand over the flash drive. Apparently, what's on it...
When I open it, all I see
what?
It's a video. I'll hit play once you guys are all ready. You good?
Damn, what's on there? I can't take the suspense.
Let's make it full screen.
Dude, totally ate shit! Dumbass, so did I. Come on, Mitsuru. Quit being a little bitch. I told you to take it in the face! Alright, let's do it over again, okay? Suzuki, make sure you're getting this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really fucking nail him this time.
Smile. Ready when you are.
Hey, get your ass back! Mitsuru! What did I just say about being a bitch? You asked for it. I'm gonna have to punish ya. Punishment! Punishment! Let's hear the punishment song, everybody! Punishment! Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Mitsuru-kun Strip Show! Stop! You little shit, did you just kick me? Huh? Too late to get tough now, Mitsuru. Come here. Show us what you got.
Don't struggle now. We want to see. We gotta get this all on camera. Aw, isn't this just the most pathetic sight?
Oh shit, he's pissing himself!
Ew, that's so nasty.
Disgusting! Oh, look at this shit! Get out of here.
These little shits are the worst.
One of them said something about...
Yeah, he was Sawa-sen.
He's Reiko Kusamoto's son, right? It seems we've stumbled on private video footage.
And it was on Kawana-san's secret flash drive?
I don't know. But his uncle said it's our lead to Kawana's real identity and motivation.
Huh. Just a moment. This frame gives us a good look at the key players' faces. Why don't we try gleaning what we can from it?
Sounds good.
What the?
This girl recording the bullying on her cell phone.
Someone said her name in the
There's
video.
another familiar face.
Right. This Suzuki girl? Saori?
I see.
Hey, Tsukumo-kun's...
Yeah, I know. Yokosawa.
Over the course of our... So if, however, we have...
Yui Mamiya. Sawa-sensei
Yep.
also...
Mamiya-san.
Originally, after watching this, though, there were really about...
Yeah. They're living if word got out.
Suspicious.
Hey.
I feel bad for
13
me.
years ago, she seems to have split...
Hey, crazy. And maybe he recorded
No,
it.
Kawana... This guy's face is familiar somehow.
Oh.
I don't know him. Who is he?
I think I remember. I saw him at the crime scene where Mikoshiba's body was. He was with more He showed his ID to the Kanagawa.
That gives us an interesting perspective, doesn't it? All the people in this bullying video seem to keep popping
Yeah.
up.
Hey.
If I'm not mistaken, Shinya...
I have no doubt the guy in the picture they showed me is once RK came to the conclusion Kawana came here to be Jincho, hunting down Kawana for whatever reason. Uh-huh. What the?
September 17th, 13 years ago.
Oh, wait, this is...
Got something?
I just cross-referenced. That can only mean this video... The video may have provided some... The link being the reason Kuwana...
Right. Kuwana's either the one who recorded it himself, or is at least a recipient of the video from the original witness.
Kuwana-san and Sawa-sensei knew each other somehow, right? Well, then, maybe Sawa-sensei recorded it as one of his handyman requests.
It's possible, but it just...
Why's that?
Because of what S.R.M's owner said to me.
Okay.
You'll understand what...
He said we'll know...
Yeah.
Assuming Kuwana's in his early... What if he was a school teacher?
In that case, we should consult the one that was in Sawa-sensei's room? You still have yet...
That's right. Let me go get it.
The way you're talking, I assume you've already taken a peek?
We have, but unfortunately we didn't find...
This is the page for Mitsuru Kusumoto's class.
So the homeroom teacher...
Apparently he witnessed bullies harassing Mitsuru. All he did was...
It's not Kuwana.
We checked the rest of the...
Mitsuru Kusumoto. This picture doesn't
Correct.
Sawa-sensei...
Huh. She did mention she blew...
No surprise there.
This is Yui Suzuki.
Yet another classmate involved.
Seems like a bunch of the students...
Yeah, but...
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, at least, that's no real evidence yet, but it definitely...
But the truth is, there were more bullies who should have seen consequences. Hey.
The worst part is that all he said was an afterward.
Hold on. If he was dismissed...
You figure something out?
The homeroom teacher at the time
Yeah?
of the...
What
if that's the case...
I see. There's a chance he won't...
Uh-huh.
Yagamishi, I found it. The name of Mitsuru Kusumoto's former homeroom teacher. You were right.
Kitakata?
Huh?
His real name's Kitakata. Ring any bells?
That's Kuwana's real name.
So, Kuwana-san was the original...
I just found a picture. This is Kitakata-sensei from 13 years ago.
It's Kuwana.
That's him, all right.
Yeah. Not only that, this is the link we've been looking for.
Everything...
So, 13 years... That's what made him turn to his uncle at S.R.M for help. He told me Kuwana tried really hard...
For living a life in the shadows?
To get revenge. Maybe Kuwana then. Maybe...
Possible.
Huh.
I wouldn't rule... Maybe they came to...
Yes, that would explain RK's...
Could that mean...
You got it. We already know this.
The
Individual...
But why would they...
Huh.
What makes you say that?
Well, Kuwana had this on a... But to anyone in this video, it would be their worst nightmare for it to show up. If it did, they'd be busted
Yeah, it'd be a real
Which means this video is Kuwana's leverage. It's how he got them to go after Kawhi. RK is the only one saying Kawhi was murdered.
Okay, hang on. I'm barely
Yeah. It's a bunch of what-ifs stacked on top of it.
Who'd that be?
Someone in the video. If she was involved...
I agree.
Kawhi...
So if we can get Yui Mami, perhaps even including Kawana...
Yeah. Mikoshiba and Sawa will get all the answers we need.
And I guess this is bringing us that...
Oh,
You should accompany him, Sugiura, with Kaito-san out of commission. I'm sure
Your call, Tsukumo-kun.
thanks for lending him out, Tsukumo.
Hey, don't underestimate him as a party member.
You know how they say your life flashes before your eyes when you're dying? That shit's real tough.
Saw it all, huh?
Yeah. There I'm back when I was still just a rookie. Captain Hamura stares me down like, oh, if I'm gonna go, I ought to get a better final scene than that shit, right? Right?
I'm sure it'll be rosier when the time comes for...
That bastard Soma, though.
Well, you didn't tell the cops about him, did you?
Had to give the cops a statement.
That'll get you busted, you know.
I'm joking that I got knifed by the same twisted fuck who got Sawa-sensei.
In that case, so for now, we'll go after Kuwana, the piece that ties it all together. We just have to find him before RK does.
Kuwana, huh? He's on my shit list too, just...
Huh?
Kuwana must have had some sort of agenda back when he first met us. In fact, it's probably he palled around with me all because of that.
I wouldn't say that.
Still. The moment an ass for...
Just focus on getting better. Tsukumo will stop by later, too.
What? Sugi...
He and I are off to question Mamiya. He said he'd drive us from Ijincho and everything.
So, we off to see Mommy?
Yep, let's go.
Alright. If your theory is accurate, and even if that's off...
Yes?
Hi, it's Yagami. I dropped by with Genda Law the other day.
Not again.
I have just a few more questions I'd like to ask you.
You told me the last visit would be your only one. Seriously, why do you keep showing up here uninvited? Please, just leave me alone.
I suppose I should mention, I'm here today as a detective, not a lawyer.
So what?
And my partner here is Sugiura. He's with an agency called Yokohama 99.
Never heard of him.
He's based in Ijincho. He's working a case. Maybe you saw it on the news? The murder of Seiryo High teacher Yoko Sawa, killed in her own apartment. You and Sawa-san were classmates in high school, is that correct? After leaving...
What is it you want? Now go.
Maybe you'll remember Kita. He was your homeroom teacher, just like you. He appeared...
So why am I being singled out?
Believe me, It's a long... But right now, we're here to find out how Sawa-san... You two weren't necessarily on bad terms.
If I had to say, we weren't on...
How convenient. Because that's a perspective I'd like to hear more about as well.
My husband will be home soon. Can you keep it quick?
I'll give it my best shot.
Exactly.
Hold on just a moment.
Huh. Wonder what's going...
Wouldn't count.
Should we ring again?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is your son home today?
Doesn't your husband help with any of that? You said he'd be home soon, right?
Excuse me, but you are in no place to make those kinds...
Sorry. Didn't...
Well, what is it you want to ask?
The groping was...
Excuse you?
When Akihiro... The whole thing was a conspiracy.
You need to leave.
Dude,
right.
What give?
No one would even think to... But if it was to us that way... But as luck would have...
If you don't get out this...
It took me quite a long... But once I learned Yoko Sawa... She was in your homeroom. But just before I could ask her about that same gang. It's been...
What is it you want from me?
Lamia-san. He may be Kawana the head.
I don't know.
Well, I'm willing to wager Kita...
Oh, God.
See for yourself.
No.
This was recorded. It was well hidden. Your Kitakata-sensei had it on a USB drive. He really didn't want this thing being seen. The most interesting part is the date. It's the very same day Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped off the school roof. And hanging out in the back, we see you, laughing and cheering right along with the other bullies.
Guess it's safe to say it's a good thing your family wasn't home. Wouldn't exactly want them seeing this, would we?
Has this video come up? Has Kitakata-sensei ever mentioned to you that he had it?
Please. Please delete it.
Considering the angle, I get the feeling that this was recorded in secret. And based on your reaction, did you even know it existed?
You know what happened to Mitsuru-kun. He's been in a coma ever since what you did to him that day. But still, only one of you took the fall. Shinya Kawai took all the blame. Well, sorta, being that he got fired, Kitakata-sensei took heat too. Still, you all just moved right along with your lives. You've even got happy little families. What? Are you expecting someone?
Amiya-san?
Well, I knew it would happen someday.
What do you mean?
Looks like she wanted some company over. Let's go.
Well, this turned into a shit show.
And would you look at that? Our old friend Akaike-san showed up to play a part. So you are all working together.
What should we do with them? They're the jerks who hurt Tsukumo-kun, right?
Break every finger on their hand, it still won't make you even. Come on, they may have more on the way. I have an old haunt in mind we move this to, and Mamiya-san's coming with.
Huh?
Let's not cause a scene, okay? I'd hate for a finger to slip and post this video.
Hey, you think this is your personal jail, Yagami? What makes you think you can keep bringing captives here?
Well, it's the safest spot.
Yeah, Higashi, be cool.
Be cool? You think...
What's your call? We kicking him out?
Oh, quick bit of news, Higashi.
What? What the fuck?
You'll know once we're done explaining. She called up her friends.
Yeah, and I'd do it again.
I don't give a shit about that! Fuck those RK assholes! And how could Aniki have let him get to him like that?
Now that Higashi-san's up to speed, should we get to it?
What do you intend to do with me?
First, you'll tell us everything you know.
Then let's get this.
Let's start with the video. Any thoughts you'd care to share? I found it. I take it that means he's the one.
Yes.
That means Kawana already knew back.
Yes.
If that Kawana-san didn't show that tape to anyone else?
We had no idea we didn't find out about the video.
Why exactly did he sit on it for?
Kitakata-sensei said he kept it so.
What?
If that video came after all, Kawaii was exposed online, and that would mean millions of yen and...
Yeah, but you guys could have wound up in the same boat.
No. At most we would have come across, we might have caught some flack. But people would chalk it up to kids and their cliques. But that's only how I would have gone if it had come out while we were still teenagers.
You're saying circumstances are different now?
I have a child now. A husband, an upscale apartment. If the world... And what do you think would happen to my son? The son of a woman who drove a kid to attempt suicide? His life would be ruined. That recording is more than kids being cruel. Mitsuru jumped from the school roof that very night and is still in a coma today.
I get it.
Same for all my classmates. Most graduates go off to great universities. One started his own company.
And they're all in your position too, huh?
Exactly. Do you get it now? He waited for all of us to get what we wanted, and when that time came, he started...
When was the first time Kawana approached you?
5 years ago. At first, I barely recognized him. His eyes were so hollow. Then, without so much as a word, he's a psychopath!
Well, all you kids tormenting me...
Oh, and you're so perfect. Never lashed out at someone weaker than you, or we were just lucky enough to have some... Why did this have to happen to me?
I'd say it's because bad things happen to bad people. You'll sling your barbs from a safe distance.
You said it was 5 years ago that Kawana showed you the video? Reminds me of something Shirosaki-sensei was looking into.
What?
There was this...
Then it was you guys.
No! It
wasn't us, huh?
All Sensei told and bring him back.
Did Kawana tell you what he
He needs to be. And if we refuse, so we all went to Seiko, considering he...
But doing nothing would cost
Yes.
him.
Yeah, that line... So then what happened?
We were directed to bring him to a... After that, he said we were free to...
So you left him there alone with Kawana?
We had to.
What did it say?
Nothing. There was only a video. It was of all of us, pushing Kawaii into the van. Turns out he recorded what we did in the city. You can see all our faces so clearly. How we covered Kawaii's mouth as he screamed for help. Even if you know all the backstory, the video is a clear-cut abduction. As I was watching it the first time, another message came in. This time, a picture. When I saw it, I just went cold. That's when I knew I would never be able to escape him. It was a picture of Kawaii. Anyone who saw those messages...
And that's how he got his...
Since then,
He's giving you orders?
That man! He makes us a cop!
Murder.
What the hell? Murder who exactly?
Any bullies involved in suicides. That's who sends. He doesn't even care how old the kid. If a student commits suicide, as far as I know, counting Kawhi, I think he's killed.
7. So his idea of justice is killing bullies?
He said that's the only way we can. Anyone who drives someone to suicide. Until society comes to that way.
Not sure I should say this out loud.
Let's not. So was the murder of Hiro Mikoshiba part of that agenda? We know Mikoshiba drove Ihara. That has to be why. And how you found you.
Not just me. Grabbing Mikoshiba, all the people who pinned Ihara.
So that's how it went down.
We had enough. He just makes us his accomplices. But the one thing we can, if we do, and then Kawhi's body will. And we know that because
he's preserved. So as long as he has that, you're wrapped around his finger.
Sounds to me like sitting on. He's dragged on.
Is today.
We'll see.
What?
There are these scumbags. Strange that. So tell me.
That he was asking
The suicide.
the law about Yoko-chan.
How'd he do that?
From I think that's why she, after learning the truth.
So if no, she thought she was at the.
It's not.
Who is it?
Block number. Hello?
Yo, know who this is, Yagami?
Kawana?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm willing to meet you now.
What?
All right.
Works for me.
What? Pretty sure.
Listen, and don't.
He told me to.
You gonna be
well here, and I can't afford.
No. Well.
And stay down. Really, guys?
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Hope you don't mind I let myself in. Now, are you gonna hold up your end and release Yui Mamiya? Come on. You and I can either try to make this work, or neither of us is gonna get what we want. So, you gonna make the call or what?
Hello? Yagami-san?
I'm with Kawana. You can let Mamiya-san go.
Got it. Will do.
Sorry about all this, Yagami. Why don't you sit down? Maybe it's time you and I had a heart-to-heart. How's Kaito holding up?
Kaito-san's recovering in the hospital. For now. Sawa-sensei is another story, though.
I can hardly believe it. She was the last person I wanted to get mixed up in all this shit.
If that's the case, why were you already waiting in her apartment? RK's top men were lying in wait over there to get their hands on you. So why was she the one lying on the ground? Answer me, Kawana. Was it because of you?
Would you feel better if it was?
How dare you?
You're thinking that if you hadn't stuck your nose in her affairs, she might be at home grading her papers right now. You tell me. Is that what's eating away at you right now? Because if it is, you're mistaken. That guilt is mine alone to bear. It's my burden to carry. When I saw on the news that she had been murdered in cold blood, it felt like the whole world had stopped spinning to me. I would take it all back right now if I could. But unfortunately, to fix this, I'd need to turn the clock back further than you'd think.
You mean back to when you were a school teacher?
Yeah, basically. Back to when I still had a little faith in humanity. Seeing someone's life get cut short, you never really bounce back from it, do you? But I don't have to tell you that. I did my homework on you, Yagami. It seems you were a fairly accomplished lawyer. You even scored a murder acquittal. But we both know how that ended. The death of an innocent young woman. You and I are the same. We both have scars. And they're the type of scars that never fully heal.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
But for Sawa-kun, it was 13 years ago. The very day before Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped, she stopped me in the hall so she could tell me about how serious the bullying really was. Up until that day, I just assumed it was boys being boys, teasing. I figured it was harmless, that they'd get bored with it, and then they'd move on. I mean, come on. Kawai had to have been twice the size of Mitsuru. It's not like I'd seen any fighting, so I warned him not to overdo it, and eventually he would take the hint.
Well, according to what I was told, you smirked, actually.
Yeah, I guess that's what I did. I was too late. Sawa-kun had to point it out. Sensei, how could you be so blind, she asked. Her eyes were this piercing mix of pity and scorn. According to what she told me, nearly half the class was bullying Mitsuru. She said she'd seen him at the station. She made it sound like he had half a mind to jump onto the tracks right then and there. I'm not so presumptuous anymore. I thought I couldn't just go so...
So you admit that
you saw it, right? Talk about the ugly. Unfortunately, by the... I missed what happened in that class. Later on, all the Kawai stuff to anyone outside of it, so the people held cold were Kawai and my... That.
So you couldn't forget. You went so far.
That's right. But I don't...
You say that. I'll ask you again. Don't dodge.
I would, but I suppose 4 years ago. You know this, right?
Yeah.
When she was... As soon as she... Of course. When Sawa-kun learned me...
What did she want?
She had a sneaking suspicion. She called me a few times, prodding carefully for answers. Quite the perceptive lady, really.
And? What kind of answer?
I denied any knowledge of it. That there was a detective...
Huh?
She meant you, of course. A detective already... The police are a pain in the ass. But when an out-of-town detective comes sniffing around, that's bad. I knew I had to act fast to get you off the trail. Although, Sawa-kun was a problem too. I thought I'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
And then what?
First, I found out where the 2 of you would be meeting up, at that little cafe. Then, I hired the Liumang to step in. But you put up one hell of a fight. They had strength in numbers, but you would have taken out the whole group if I hadn't stepped in. Nonetheless, my other message went through. At the same time, Sawa-kun was handed a photo of Mikoshiba's final moments. I left that task to someone you know. Yue Mamiya. They hadn't seen each other in 13 years. Sawa-kun had no idea.
The lady in the sunglasses. Yue Mamiya was involved in that too?
Everything I did that night was intended as a warning to Sawa-kun. Although, I guess I didn't have to be so extreme about it.
Yeah. Sawa-sensei was too smart. She must have started suspecting that you'd had something to do with Mikoshiba's murder. After all, who else could have known we'd be meeting at that cafe? She'd have traced it right back to you.
Even if Sawa-kun had started to suspect me, I knew she wouldn't sell me out to the cops. We're too alike. The both of us lost students to suicide on our watch. That said, I couldn't bear the thought of dragging her down into the mess I started, so I scared her off, and I thought she would stay away. The day she was killed, she called to ask if we could speak in person. I could tell something was wrong. She was on the verge of tears the whole call. Then she broke down. I asked her why, of course, but she wouldn't give me a straight answer no matter how I tried to phrase the question.
So then what? Did you just waltz on over there? It doesn't seem like you.
Watch it. You don't know me well enough to say that.
Maybe. But I assume you had some sort of plan going in. Were you gonna confess to her?
Here's the thing. If she'd figured out that I was behind Mikoshiba, and it didn't sit well with her, I would have told her every last detail. Sawa-kun knew. I think she would have understood me. Or at least that's what I had believed. In hindsight, I think she was forced to make that call. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure she'd have rather washed her hands of me. Hard as it is to hear, I think she called me under duress. RK probably had her hostage. That would explain the vague responses. That's probably why her voice was trembling. It's tragic.
You mean it was RK? Why do they want you so badly anyway?
I don't know.
What?
If I knew their angle, I'd be doing more than just scurrying around.
You serious?
Believe me, I'm just as clueless as you are, much as I hate to admit it. Honest, I'm not thrilled that a small army wants my head on a platter. Have you noticed how RK seems to show up at the worst possible times? Someone must be pulling their strings.
Then we're on the same page. At least we agree on something.
Just a sec. Yeah. I'm still over here with Yagami-san. You're not being tailed by any of his guys, are you? Okay. Then I'll meet you right now. That was Mamiya-kun. She said she's free. You guys have been true to your word. Tell Sugiura-kun that I said thank you.
Now you want to go? We still have some business to settle here.
Now remember, I'm the handyman here. Let me do the dirty work. I don't know what else to tell you. But you need to get out. While you still can.
If you disappear into the night, I don't want to go busting my ass just to find you again. Before you leave, I'll need some contact info. A phone number would be nice.
Oh, no need for that. As far as I'm concerned, this is goodbye.
I wouldn't count on that.
You won't get away! Catch you later! Oh, damn it! Get back here!
What the? Where'd he go? Kawana! You guys again. You really need the masks? Come on, Kurakawa kids.
You heard that, right? The detective here already knows everything.
Kawana!
What are you going to do now? What do you think happens when he spills everything? Sounds like your lives are over, unless you shut him up.
But Sensei, you'll finish the job for us, right?
Huh? Is that you, Akaike?
Oh, he's even got a name to your voice.
Answer me, Sensei!
I know. I'll be the one to finish it. You just knock him out.
Okay then. Time to learn your lesson!
Come on. What kind of lesson is this? Kawana? Oh no, Kawana! Really? So nice of you to stick around, Mamiya-san. Well, since Kawana couldn't stay, sounds like you're not out of the woods just yet, huh?